So, the plan to get these sneakers, as was suggested by a New Balance store, a professional store that only sells New Balance, in 11.5 isn't going to work out too well because they don't have them in 11.5. I can't find them in 11.5 online, so I can't exchange them at online shoes, but I can return those other shoes and just lose out on shipping, which kind of sucks. Like, really sucks, but what are you going to do? I'm not going to exchange them for anything. There's nothing that I want except these in an 11.5. This top cute. Got it on sale for $15 at Kohl's. I wanted it in yellow too. This is an extra small. Hard to believe I can be this big up top and wear an extra small, but I guess it's because I'm thin through here. I'm fasting today. I fasted all day today. And all day is almost going to be over with because, as I told Omar, we're going to watch Believe at 9. I'm going to be all ready, and I'm going to be in bed tonight by 10:30 at the latest. Even if I have to lay there and not be able to fall asleep. I've been going to bed 1:30 at night, 2 o'clock, 2:30, way too late every night. I'm just going to nip that in the bud. I started my fast this time at only 163 or 164, so I'm going to be down tomorrow to like close to 160, if not 160. So that's pretty cool. Omar and I went for an hour walk today, and I saw out front somebody was, I guess they were putting them out for the garbage, but I didn't know. I thought maybe somebody dropped them, so I went and knocked on the door. And I said, you getting rid of those room darkening shades? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, why? They don't fit. And you know me, I'm like, well, why can't you? She's like, we can't return them. And I'm like, what, did you lose the receipt? No, I didn't say that. No, I said, why can't you return them? And she says, we can't return them. And I said, why? I can never just accept anything, you know. I said, why? And they go, oh, we lost the receipt. And then I think, I don't know if I said it to them. I probably didn't, but, no, I probably did, yeah. You measured it wrong. Because, come on. And then I didn't even realize I got them home. And they're not, they got them, I guess, at Ocean State. They can't return them. They don't have the receipts. But I thought they were both the same, but they're not. One's a 29-inch and one's a 31-inch. But that's good because I thought we needed the 31s. I took both of them. I thought I needed the 31. I really needed the 29. Remember, they're free. We put the one up. I don't know how much difference it's going to make. It might make it just so I don't have to be so vigilant with the damn sheet. You know, I don't know. But I don't know how well it'll work without the sheet. I still have to put the sheets in the boxes. But in any case, I got the room darkening shades for free. And he's going to put the other one, he's going to move it from the inner window out to the outside part, which is actually better when it comes to room darkening. And then he says the 31's going to fit on the other window. So I got them both, and he's going to do it for me, and for free, just because I happen to be out there at the right time, walking over. Right place at the right time. It's just chance. The weird thing was that I'm knocking on the door because it's open, and they're like, come on in. I'm like, I can't, I have a dog. I'm like, it's okay. Then I come in, and they're like, I'm talking to them, like, well, you better hurry. I guess their dog's a dog. And we're like, well, you better hurry because my dog might come in and my dog will attack. I'm like, well, why'd you invite me into your house then? I have a little dog. I mean, you're standing right there. You can't protect. You can't say stop it or whatever. But in any case, I got the free room darkening shades. This is the 29 that were already up there. We replaced one, which was easy. The other one he's going to put on the outside. And the 31s are going to fit on the outside, so I can have room darkening shades. I returned those horrible curtains, got back $18. Believe is going to be on in 45 minutes, so I got to get my bed cleared off and whatnot. This is my Magnesium Natural Vitality Calm. I just took my third Inner Health Body Detox Colon Cleanse for today. I'll take one more before I go to bed. I got my extension cord I wanted. Oh yeah, that is more than 6 feet. Good thing I swung for the extra buck. I wasn't sure how far it was from the end table to the cord, and a 6-foot cord at Walmart was only $1.97, but I paid $2.94 to get a 15-foot, and it's good because it would have been long enough, and I would have been pissed. That's why I got the 15 cord, so wouldn't have to stretch and would reach it fine. I couldn't remember the distance. Even at the very edge, even if I had it there, it still would be more. It would be maybe quite 6 feet. It would still have to stretch. I'd rather have the 15-foot cord, and then I don't have to worry about it. Apparently, my roommate wants me, I think, or maybe she wants his friend or his girlfriend or something. He's said only nice things about me, and she wants to meet me. I just talked to her on the phone. She's like, can we do coffee or something? Can we, like, I don't drink coffee, and even though I do organic, I can get something sweet. I cheat on sweet anyway, so, but I don't drink coffee. I wouldn't have coffee, but I can get a dessert. That's not the problem. The problem is, as is always the problem, if I meet a guy, like in a bar or something, obviously right away I'm not going to tell him I'm on psych disability, or any more than I would tell him I was in an abusive relationship for 12 years, you know? Because yeah, it was 12 years, just because the last 2.5, Donald and I were, the last 4 or 3.5 or whatever, we were broken up, but it was, I consider it just because I was back with him those 2.5 years, just not as his girlfriend, but, you know, it was 12 years abusive relationship, period. If there was brief time apart, those months I was gone in the summer, going through hell, 6 weeks, living on the streets of Massachusetts, you know. But me, she talks to me, she's like, yeah, he says you're really sociable, blah, whatever, yeah. I said, yeah, it's with someone I know. I don't know. I don't think it would have been his idea. I think he's talked about me, and she wants to meet me. And the thing is, with me, yeah, sure, I get along great with him because he's awesome and he knows everything. I gotta ask him, what does she know about me? What does your friend know about me? Does she know I'm on psych disability? Does she know? I mean, what does she know? I don't work. Does she know? You know. It just sucks. I'm going to ask him. I don't know what he's told her. And maybe he hasn't told her, but still I'm in the same predicament because people make small talk, and small talk is, so what do you do for a living, or this, you know what I mean? She has animals, she has dogs, I talked to her, he asked me, again, I was getting ready to take Omar, I said, you should send her those pictures I took of you, Omar, you sound asleep with Omar next to you. It's so cute. And then she talked about a play date. That would be more my speed if we had a play date with her dog and Omar and his dog, you know. But just meeting for coffee, I don't know. I don't know. I can guarantee you it's always the woman. It's her idea. You know, I don't know why but she wants to. Anyway, I was upstairs here and he called me. Ow, 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 ow. Can't be on my knees on this hardwood floor, apparently. Anyway. He called me down. I didn't know why, you know. You come from an abusive background and you think, oh my God, did I do something wrong? What did I do? But no, he wanted me to talk to her. They're playing and fighting, whatever, and he can't hear, so he came up the stairs. They go on the couch. He doesn't want him on the couch. And God, because the nails make it. And I shouted, or it's like they listen well, and I shout, yeah, neither of them are trained worth shit, you know. Omar certainly isn't. So, yeah, I can't believe this is an extra small, this little top, but it's the nature of it. It's just a stretchy material. It's the nature of the top. It's another top I wanted. I had in a small and I needed a medium and they didn't have it. And actually I didn't even know where I'd gotten it. I'd never been to the store. And the salesperson said, oh, that's in the juniors. I'm like, oh, well, I probably shouldn't be shopping in juniors. But this top doesn't look any different than any worse, whatever, than this one. And this one wasn't in juniors. So it's different. Who cares? It's not tight or anything, you know, it feels fine. And actually, when I had it in the small, I figured it has this, and it would just hang down be too loose. So it's good. It's all good, I suppose. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with him. See, he knows my mom's locked up in that mental hospital. He's seen me cry. He knows I was crazy when he came because I was panicked. My Aunt Mary was gonna show up in any moment. We have to hurry. Oh my God, your car's so small. We're not gonna fit it. We have to hurry, man. Yeah, I was going nuts. Panicked. So that was his first impression he got of me. So of course we're cool and we talk. Whatever, but a new person, I mean, it's very, very hard for me. It's so hard. So hard. It's really, really hard, understandably so, you know. I'm just going to say, only like, well, what does she know about me, you know? I'm going to tell him, like, you know, this is hard. It's hard for me to meet somebody new just because I'm on fucking psych disability, you know? It's just awkward. There's a stigma on that, plus just all the other shit, you know? It's just like too much shit. So, on to something else. I'm always looking for hard rocking songs. To give you an example, we got an AC/DC, or I recently got Saving Abel with my cousin. That was one of the songs on there, and I liked that. Sex is Good, Addicted, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Def Leppard, The Stroke, Billy Squier, okay? So I'm always looking for good songs to put on my MP3. I recently put Run to You by Bryan Adams, okay? So I typed in, you can type in anything and you find out, it comes up usually in Yahoo Answers, but I also got some lists that weren't Yahoo Answers. Hard rocking, you know, classic rock songs that, of course, Nickelback came up a lot, but, you know, they'd talk about sex, that have sex in them, you know. As I used to love, I'm sure I still would love them, but I'm not going to listen to them, by Nickelback, like Animals and Figured You Out and Something in Your Mouth, and that one, I don't even know what the title of it is, but where it goes, have your girlfriend join us to make it fun, or the girlfriend in the back, or something revved stuff. I don't know. I love that song too. But that doesn't matter. What matters is I'm trying to find. And so, Yahoo Answers, I came up with a lot of different ones. I typed them and I put them into YouTube, and I didn't like any of them. I can't believe it. Was it Puddle of Mud? Wrote a song and released a song called I Effed a Dog in the A. I mean, that's just, I know it's meant to be sarcastic and tongue-in-cheek or whatever, but that's just ridiculous. But I didn't even like the beat to it. I would never get that song. I listened to Theory of a Dead Man, Bad Girlfriend. That's not bad, but not enough. Not good enough for me to pay $1.29. Free, yeah, but I don't steal music anymore. It taught me how to do. Taught me how to steal movies too. BitTorrent, I think it was. Pirates Bay. I don't know. He did that part, but he did teach me how to get my own music, but I don't do that anymore. I want to be unlike him as possible, as unlike him as possible. But I typed some of them. It reminded me of that one, Suck Your Kiss or something. I think I used to like that by Red Hot Chili Peppers. I might see if I still like that. I love AC/DC. Touch Too Much, but AC/DC you can't get unless you get a whole album or something. Can't get it on Amazon anyway. Can't get it in a single. But I probably did like 10. I didn't like them. Didn't like any of them. I typed them in the YouTube box and I listened to it enough to know that I didn't like it. I love that song. She fucking hates me. And then you can type that in and you get the plus that they have lists like the, of course, Closer comes up. I don't think I might not even have Closer on my MP3 player. I used to. I don't even know if you can get that. I'd heard before that Trent Reznor, they don't let their music be sold or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. But Nickelback songs are really, really good to power walk to. Oh well. Oh fucking well. And just as an aside, his last album that was released, what, a couple of years ago or something, I never listened to a single song on it. I did read the lyrics, but I didn't listen to any of the songs. I think a couple of his new songs were people answered on Yahoo Answers because I didn't recognize his songs and I know them all. I think they were listed. I didn't recognize them, so they have to be old. I even know from Curb, I know all the songs. So I have a feeling that those were brand new songs that he wrote, released in this very last album. I don't know. I'm always everybody has a different idea, you know. There are people that love. I didn't like any of the songs. I typed them in. Some I knew, of course. Love it. Anything by Aros Ragdoll, you know, I have that on my MP3 player. But I like songs like that to power walk to. So, alright, now. most men, I don't care how hot they were for you, the woman would have no interest in a woman who's crazy or who has, like me, like it's like a split personality, because you have to be very careful with me, you know. I mean, the perfect example is I admittedly have a very kinky side, okay? But on the one hand, I have a very kinky side. On the other hand, I don't have any desire to engage in anything but one-on-one with a guy, okay? Okay, and that's the truth. I don't. You know, usually someone who might be kinky would be, you know, I don't have any desire to do that. And I also have high morals in the respect that I don't want to be with, I would never cheat, and I don't want to be with somebody who's cheating on someone else with me, okay? So that's what makes me kind of weird. I don't know. It's because I have that darkness in me, and the darkness is what makes me just can't deal with I want more than vanilla, you know. And just the fact that I've never had more than vanilla, you know, you want what, you know, people want what they, it's hard for me to explain. But I also have no desire to be with any guy who does hard drugs, see? So I'm only looking for a specific type of guy. And the dating website guys, you know, sometimes I would test them and, you know, and say certain things, and then they would reveal their true colors. So, adios, bye-bye. Just like Beach Guy did. Beach Guy sat there and said to me ahead of time, every time I get an email from you, it's like Christmas. You're opening up my email, it's exciting. It's like Christmas, okay? So if you feel that way, then why won't you be willing to see me? I've told you I'm not looking for a boyfriend. He was terrified. And look, I'm not looking. Yeah, okay. There's a whole bunch of stuff in between where we're okay. I'm not looking for a boyfriend, but I'm not looking to be a one-night stand either, okay, or whatever. You know, there's a whole bunch in between from that. And he just thought, I don't know what he thought, but I said bye-bye to him. So it just proves to you, I mean, I was hot for him. I met him in person, and he was just as hot as he was in his picture, okay? And he was hot for me, and I said bye-bye. And it took strength and willpower, but I knew in the long run it wouldn't be good. I wouldn't enjoy it. It wouldn't be good. I wouldn't be able to relax. You don't have to be in love with me, but you have to make me feel comfortable, okay? You want to bring out that kinky side of me, you have to have the ability to do it. And I have to believe that you genuinely like me as a person. And even my shelter friend, and we weren't having sex or anything, but she didn't make me feel deep down that she genuinely liked me for me. And when I was going to say to you, would you like being how you are? Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that would like how I am, Jasmine, you know. They wouldn't like the bad things, but in their mind, the good things would overrun the bad things, and things that you think you might put down, other people might appreciate, you know. I know there's a hell of a lot of things about me that the Humane Society people would appreciate, that my shelter friend would belittle, or an ex-shelter friend, you know, and so would a lot of men. And if I feel that a guy like that, and that's a Beach Guy, I didn't trust him. I didn't trust him, and that was it. I said bye-bye. I could have had a lot of fun with Beach Guy, and I didn't opt to do it. I opted to not do it. Because I know what I'm looking for, okay? And he doesn't have to be as hot as Beach Guy, okay? He can be, think of a guy that I'm not very attracted to, and I can list Hollywood guys, but I won't. and beach guy, and he can be somewhere in between, so long as he's not shorter than me. And it's really, really heavy, you know. Or, as I already established, any facial hair to speak of. That still leaves a lot of men of all ages and whatnot, but it doesn't matter. It's like, I trusted my gut when it came to beach guy. And so I hired him to massage me because I don't have a lot of options if I'm not one. I just want to play, and I don't want a boyfriend, you know, and I don't want to go through the dates and you know, and the little whatever. That's what's gotten to me in trouble before, because I can't do that. I can't do the little small talk and whatnot, you know, I just can't. I just can't. Loving other drugs. Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway. They didn't have small talk and whatnot. They fucked almost from the moment they met. And then they got to know each other. And, you know, they didn't, you know what I mean? They didn't play the game, let's go out to dinner and let's do this. And, you know. That was a goddamn good movie. She had a physical illness, you know, and he had to decide whether she was worth it to be with her, and he wasn't sure. I'm as healthy as a fucking ox, but I'm mentally, so a guy would have to decide whether I'm worth it or not. This woman in the shelter, she was beautiful. She had a lot of mental problems, and she admitted to them and whatnot, but she was kind of crying with us one day, and because she was with, she reminded me like when I was younger, because she was only 20-something, I'm in my 40s, you know, but, and she was asking us, do you think he would ever want to be with me, you know, because he's normal and I'm not, and we didn't know what to say, because in the end you don't know, you really don't know, and from what I was getting from the relationship, it really was, he wasn't really looking for, he just wanted sex from her, and she loved sex, so, you know, but in the end she wanted more, but I couldn't answer that honestly, because I asked the same goddamn question, you know, as she did. She was sick in a different way. I'm not going to tell you what was wrong with her or whatnot, but she's asking the same freaking questions, pretty much, you know. Everyone has problems, but some people have more problems than others, and even if you have problems, you might not necessarily have anything in common with or get along with someone else who has severe problems, you know. It has to be a balance, and in her case, I don't know what wound up happening with them. Last that I had heard, they were still, you know, having a great physical relationship, but he was like a player. So. But I will tell you something, and this is the truth. I had my moments with Joe, but I was a hell of a lot saner when I was staying with him and around him than I ever was living with my mom, you know. So yeah, I have a shitload of problems, but that's why I would have to be with a guy who was just very empathetic and about that. And that's hard to come by too, you know. And Donald treated me like fucking shit, so I don't know. But in the end, even if I have a fling, it wasn't going to be with Beach Guy, because Beach Guy didn't make me feel comfortable, you know. I didn't get the sense he was going to make me feel comfortable being naked around him. So, just... I don't know. It's hard. And he wants me to meet his friend, or whoever it is, or she wants to meet me. Because she says, I've heard a lot of things about you, and I didn't say anything. She's like, good things. I'm thinking, yeah, because he likes me like I like him, and I take care of his dog when he's not around, and she says you're sociable. I'm like, yeah, that's because I don't have to fake it with him. He knows my mom's locked up in the fucking mess. He see me cry. He knows that I was in an abusive relationship for 12 years. He knows about Marion. He knows that I'm on psych disabilities. He knows all that, and that's why I can be myself around him, because he fucking knows.